Guys, if you listen to this, happy whatever day it is. But I wanted to come here and talk about locking season. There's no specific season, per se to lock your hair, but I do believe that in New York City, like the colder months, it's a little bit easier with my methods. And over the years, I've locked so many different heads and hair that I can't even count. So, as locking season approaches, I am going to make it my business for the month of October to definitely crack down and start the locking journey. The one thing about me and my locking journey is that I am definitely, and if you're listening to this short, there will be another video, so look for this on my page. But the thing about it is that I enjoy the process. So being an ex-lockhead myself, of course, where I cut my locks like about 15 years ago, and I'm so tempted to start the process again, but I don't think I need. I want like a full cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grow the top, just the undercut. That's it. That's all I'm going to be dealing with and working with. But back to the story. So, number one, I have to do a consultation. The consultation is basically free when you book. Okay? So you book your appointment and we have this conversation. But there are a few things that I would like to know first before I even start the process. And this is all to warm you up to the process of locking your hair so you can become one with the whole process of doing this. It is such an amazing thing to see locks grow from scratch naturally. Shout out to all the people who love lock extensions. There's nothing wrong with them. But you have to make sure you have a good baseline and a good start, which means treated hair that you could do yourself at home. Ask me how. These are things that your consultation will definitely provide for you. A platform, a mindset. And actually, if you go to my Instagram, JMX underscore here and lock here, JMX here underscore lock here, you definitely will click the bio link and get a feeling of what you're up against. Like, how you gonna buy a car and not ask questions? No Carfax, no anything. You know, so what I did was I created a simple locking guide. So if you're listening to this, you could go to my page on Instagram and you could definitely look that up. I'm gonna put it below, okay? And you could go listen. It's not a download. It actually comes straight to your email. It's triggered when you put your email in, okay? And you could get the vibe and the feeling. And if this resonates with you in any way and helps you in any way when I'm done, please share this video on your platform with your friends, with whoever, your significant other, your besties, your girlfriends. Check this out, okay? So this locking guide, I said, wow. I had customers ask me questions and I said, wow, this is just crazy, the things I take for granted, you know. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? Me gonna make a locking guide. This locking guide, yeah, is gonna help people get in the mindset and the feel of what it is to lock their hair. Some people think, oh, I'm just gonna lock my hair, I'm not gonna do anything else, put it again. Oh, that's why I wanna lock it. Do you know it needs to be nurtured? Do you know you need to hydrate from the inside out? Do you know you have to hydrate your hair? Do you know that you have to give it love and attention? And guess what? I just thought about something, so I'm gonna drop this in really quick. You know, I've been fired. I have not been hired because of things like this. Because you don't have to if you come, I get paid more. You don't have to come get your hair retwisted every 2 weeks and every month because they're in this young stage and you want them to look good, but do you want them to just look good or you want them to be strong? You ever saw a full head of locks and be like, what them they do? What they did to get this like this? And I'm like, you don't know what? They take care of it. Sometimes you have to leave it alone. let it hang. Guess what? If I tell you to come all the time, I make more money. Now, this girl likes to book a flight, okay? And I love to shop, okay? And I love funding my business and doing what I do. You understand? I got grandkids. But you know what? It's not all about that. I've had customers come to me and said, Jay, yeah, what are you going to do this time when you come? Oh, I'm going to get a wash and a retwist. And I said, no, honey. Let's do a fresh aloe vera treatment, and let's do some nutmeg, and let's do some nice little herbal mix on some herbal water, right, with a little bit of oil, some nice invigorating peppermint wash. How about let's do a scalp scrub so you can rid your hair of toxins and all the rest of that. And then we're just gonna do a little style, but we're not touching those roots. Now, if I touch those roots, ooh, baby, I'm getting paid. May get money. You understand? So I'm refusing that to make sure your hair is taken care of. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give you guys a little feel about that. But I'm gonna run a little lock-in special. Comment below if you're interested, okay? And you can find me easily, all right? And I'll reach out and let you guys know, when and we could get this process. But in the mean and in between time, take great care of your hair. If you look at my Instagram page, you're gonna see me talking about taking care. You're gonna read posts that are talking about me talking about hair and how to take care of your hair. Start taking care of your natural hair before then. Your edges are not growing in. Try a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Some of those things all of those things actually are there. You understand? Start drinking enough water. You haven't been drinking enough water. Wow. I'm not gonna, get on you for that, but I'm gonna say start drinking more water. You're gonna see the difference in your skin, in your hair, the way it grows, the way you feel when you touch it. You're gonna get that feeling there, and you're gonna be like, wow, this lady I just found on wherever you find me, you found me. Know what she talk about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for like a lot of years. And with each thing that I start doing, I always make sure that I have a passion for it. I love it. I'm enjoying it. Natural aloe vera. I believe, and this is my motto, like the things you need for your hair should be in your cabinet because you should be eating them too. They should be as natural as possible. And this is what myself and my daughter does when we're making your hair oils and when I'm making conditioners and product to take care of your hair. I saw a need. And I saw people come and say, oh, I'm coming to the salon and I'm coming back, girl. I love you. I just met you. I'm going to make sure I come, next month and whatever. And they get caught up with their family, friends, loved ones, ill ones, whatever. And they neglect their hair. And by the time they get back, it's 6 months has passed, 3 months have passed, and they're not doing anything. So what I did was I created a little package that you could go home and detangle your own hair. I have a wash day guide too in my bio link, okay? I wonder if I could pin this below this video on YouTube, okay? But I'm gonna do this. So I'm just excited about doing this, and I'm gonna include, like, for this special, some hair oil that I make myself. And I'm gonna make this hair oil, and you're gonna get that as part of your package, your locking package, okay? That's gonna be included when you get your hair locked. So I'm just thinking about all this love just for you. Anyway, my name is Janice, JMX Hair and Lock Hair in New York City, okay? I travel for work, but I definitely have a passion for that, and for locking hair, and for natural hair and its care and the way it looks and the way it flows. I could sit here and tell you stories again. So I think I'll drop you a little story again after, maybe tomorrow, maybe later. I don't know what I feel like. I have a very long day. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm in bed. I just got in bed and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. So, and there's another thing too. I do have a class that I teach kids how to start taking care of their hair, just to get them in the mindset. And I have it for adults as well, where I teach 2 to 3 styles that you can do simply. But that's my time get in touch. Drop if you're interested in the class or anything I've said. Please comment, or just a comment. Comment below. Peace until the next video. Take care. Love on yourself today. Don't forget.